don't know any fucking doctors that will wear a fucking ski mask.
Yo, not for nothing. If I walk in the doctor's office and I see a doctor wearing a fucking ski mask, I'm running right the fuck out. Or I'm gonna press him against the wall and be like, what the fuck are you doing here?
I bet you Dr. House will wear a ski mask.
This monster has seen some shit.
Anyways.
It barely opened.
Anyways, guys, welcome to My Crazy Podcast, episode 60. I am Matt. Who are you?
Shot right now.
I'm Dusty B.
Johnny Live.
And I'm Matt for redundancy's sake. I'm sick this week, so that's why I'm wearing gloves. But I would like to say this episode is brought to you by MyCrazyMerch.com. If you use the promo code podcast60, you will get 10% off your merch this week. Also, subscribe and like and all that stuff. You know, all right, chilling out of the way. What's up with you guys?
Shit, chilling, man. You know, hey, I just want to give a quick shout out to Ultra Music Fest. I wish I was fucking down in Miami right now. To all that are enjoying it, live it for me, please. I will live vicariously through Snapchat for now.
Also, shout out to whoever's dating Mia Khalifa, because you're somewhere where I can't be also right now.
Oh, yeah.
She's a beautiful woman.
I mean, if we're just shouting out places we can't be, just might as well get that one out of the way.
Mia Khalifa is a beautiful lady.
Yeah, she's got nice legs.
Talking about beautiful ladies, Cardi B got into some Bill Cosby-esque shit this week.
Yo, this bitch is in trouble.
How is she not arrested?
There was a clip that came out from like before she was like really big and famous. Like she was still famous, but not like it was Love and Hip Hop famous, not like where she's at now.
Yeah.
There's a clip on Insta Live where she was saying how she used to drug dudes and then rob them. You know, because strip club. Bring them into the back room, thinking about getting some punani, and then you slip some in the drink, and you just take all the cash.
A little bit of GHB, some eye drops. That shit is terrible for you. Don't fall for it, people. Okay? Always go with a friend.
Now, obviously, I love Cardi B, but
this shit scares me, dog.
That's that's kind of just as bad as what Bill Cosby did.
Yeah, that's equally as bad. Not kind of. It is.
Stealing $10,000 is worse than stealing dick from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if she drugged me and then just like rode my dick for an hour, I wouldn't be mad. Stealing $10,000 or something like that? Yeah, I'm mad.
I'd still be mad. I would not be able to remember that. Like,
yo, listen, I've been
It's
roofied
amazing
before. That shit sucks.
I guarantee
Have any of you all
I'm
been
not
roofied? Because I've been roofied before. That shit sucks, okay?
No, I've not been roofied.
Bro, that shit sucks. You come up out of it and you like don't know, like, that's what I think happened in Miami, dude, in all realness.
I'd see, but... All right, we can't...
That story is for another time. Get us up to 1 million and you'll hear that story.
We brought it down to 10,000. But
10,000?
Yeah,
10,000.
subscribers. But the only thing we'll say about that, here's the thing though, Jim. There's a whole group of people around you, and I saw the footage.
Yeah, but all it takes is a fucking waitress or something like that, bringing like,
I saw the footage. There's a GoPro rolling.
Yes, I know. I was rolling it.
I know, but there's a point. Anyways, we can't get into that.
Yeah,
There's secret footage that we have.
Anyways, Cardi B, yo.
And then, but I saw some people saying it's not as bad because, like, rape and then burglary, but it's like, rape, you're stealing vagina, stealing money, because you're still stealing. It's still just as bad.
I mean, it's equally, as far as the aspect of the act in drugging somebody, equal.
And you're still drugging someone in the act of stealing something.
I mean, I tell you what, I'd rather be robbed than raped. I'll at least get money back. That you can't come back. Well, you can come back from, but you can't.
You're not going to remember it.
Yeah. Well, it depends on how big the dick is.
Whoa. Okay, he went there. All right.
I mean, there's a certain size, and then there's like price mount. Like,
you're not going to be talking about dick diameter right now on this podcast, please, Matthew.
Well, no, I said size, not diameter. That's a whole formula that you gotta go into with that. That's like math and geometry. I quit trig.
Actually, it's pretty simple.
It's like that South Park episode where everyone's just angry because they have tiny dicks, that's like, you know what?
It explains a lot about...
I understand how you felt about the Ginger episode, just watching that, because they give people with tiny dicks bad names.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, dude, I remember when the Ginger episode came out. I was in fucking 10th grade. I remember watching that on a Wednesday night, and I'm like, I turned it off. I'm like, I'm sitting here, I'm thinking like this, and I said, school is gonna fucking suck tomorrow. 10 seconds walking in there, Ginger! No salt. It was bad.
There was a couple of Ginger episodes though.
Yeah,
No,
but that was like the premiere one though.
The one where like the Ginger kids were banning altogether.
Yeah.
The Hitler-esque one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one, yeah, and that one came out when I was in college. I'm pretty sure. That one, that one didn't really go over well either. That kind of dampened the Punani game a little bit for a little while.
Yeah. Not as much as being someone that
But you know what brought me back up?
A monster.
This monster right here. Please sponsor us.
Anyways,
Mine kind of tastes funny today.
real talk though, Cardi B.
Put it on ice.
So people want some
I
people
think that's
want
what it is. The thing is because all the shit that's like formed up around my ring and my drink. It's like
It
kind
came
of
out of my.
contaminated.
Not gonna lie.
And I'm just chugging it
Not
down.
gonna lie.
you know?
It came out of my fucking lunchbox from work, so that's why they
Oh,
look a little
boy.
worn.
Extra seasoning.
That's also why he got
You
glasses.
know what
That's
I'm
the real
saying?
reason
Nothing
why he
like
got
extra
glasses
dirt
this
never
time.
killed me before,
Yeah.
right?
No, you're good.
That's the real reason he brought out glasses this time though.
I'm checking everything now.
Just looking for
Everything's
that
suspect
DRD.
now. I'm
From
checking every
the
fucking
champagne
glass.
episode.
Yo,
I'm still having flashbacks. My glass, it was dirty as shit. I poured the drink in there, and all of a sudden it was clean. I was
No.
like,
The funniest part
that's
was
not normal. What the fuck's in my drinking?
the funniest part was when Jim brought up 3 glasses down, and then he goes back upstairs, and then we're all
We fought for the cleanest one.
we're all like low-key fighting for the cleanest
Dude.
one. But I knew somehow.
All right,
I knew deep down yours was gonna be the cleanest. So Josh wanted to switch with me, and I'm like, no.
well, not for nothing. I had to fucking watch the shit. I had like It was from a high school like graduation thing or whatever.
This dude Daz gives us a
Bro,
matching
alright, hold
set
on.
of
I
dirty
want to
glasses.
put this
Goes
out
up,
there.
gets his own
I don't
fucking
live
mint
like
clean
filthy like
glass.
this. I don't live filthy like this. I just don't use champagne glasses. I just drink the whole bottle straight from the fucking neck, like it. Usually. But I want.
That's better.
For the context, folks, we're
trying to conserve
referencing
on
the
water.
Montaigne, or was it the Hennessy episode?
No, it's the, no, that
Montaigne,
was
Montaigne. It was the
Montaigne.
One of
Montaigne
those we were
episode.
getting some
Montaigne.
nasty ass glasses.
Montaigne.
No, but the thing is, when you went to the garage, here's the other thing. Yours had like a
We swapped
decal
your
on
glass,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
no, he had a decal on it. Josh wanted your glass. I'm like, no. He's like, all right, so then he wanted to take my glass, and then I would take your glass. And I'm like, no, because I knew you were going to figure it out, because no way you just came down with the cleanest glass that happened to have a decal. And then as soon as you
You know
came
what
back
I'm
in the
saying.
room, you're like, oh, wait, no, this is my graduation glass. I got to...
Exactly.
And I swapped it back. I'm just like...
I was like, you're a piece of shit.
I'm like, good thing I didn't.
I hate you
switch
all.
with Josh. That's the
Shout
real
out
reason
to
I
my
didn't switch with
dogs.
Josh. Yeah, shout out to the dogs.
Damn it. Why are you so loud today, dog?
No, that's fine. They you can't usually hear them that loud. They're just kind of like,
Apparently he wants to be heard.
hey, look,
This is a special kind. This is why I don't wear fucking regular jeans anymore, man. They fucking ride up
yo,
and shit.
real talk. So I've been sleeping in
Pajama
jeans
pants
for
are where
like
it's at.
I've been sleeping in jeans for like 10 years.
Sleeping in jeans?
Yeah,
Really?
I have a sleeping problem.
I can't do
that's
that,
weird.
man.
Yeah, that's
it's
really
Man,
weird.
constricting, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, here's
You don't like get like terrible nut sweat? Like,
here's the thing. I'm narcoleptic. I just fall asleep at night. Yeah, I'm not really narcoleptic, but it's like fake narcoleptic where at a certain point I just
You just crash and fall asleep wherever you're at.
Yeah, so I've just always, but like recently, I've just like gotten the habit of like getting into PJs around like the late time. Yo, so much better.
Well, that's typically how it works,
not for
bro.
nothing, dude. Like, you don't like. If you're at home, why the fuck are you even in jeans though?
There's so many things wrong with me. Are we really gonna pick out the jeans thing? There's like, it's like, I feel like
In
there's
the
like
spectrum, grand scheme of things, kind of.
there's
We're gonna
so
pick
much we gotta work
that
on.
one.
There's so much I gotta work on. That's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Let's start with his social.
Jesus.
anyways, Cardi B. I'm gonna marry her. So do you think people are gonna cancel Cardi B, or is it just gonna?
I think this is just the tip of the iceberg.
I doubt it.
Yeah, no, I
You
kind of
think
doubt
so?
it. I don't think he's gonna do anything.
Yeah.
Because there's no
Nope.
victims that have come out.
Yeah.
She's just being controversial, honestly.
And it was also an old clip.
What a lot of people would say too, at the end of the day, it comes down to survival. And at the end of the day, like, she really didn't physically harm anybody, and even mentally, what did that? His dignity.
Oh yeah.
He's butthurt more than anything.
No,
Has
that
anybody
hurts.
come up and said anything?
You know, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
that's
the thing.
what
You're
the
not
really.
gonna, but as a straight male, you're not gonna come out and say Cardi B robbed you.
That's my
Yeah.
point.
I'm not gonna.
Like I said, it's just being controversial.
So hold
what was
up,
the
bro.
last thing
You
that
mean
she had was
How tall is Cardi?
her and Offset.
Oh yeah,
that's
with
it.
that whole, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
This is the woman you want to
Well,
be
I mean,
married
not
to,
for-
and you don't know how tall
No,
she
her
is?
Nikki too.
I love her
Yeah.
no matter what she looks like. Yeah.
To me,
That's
honestly,
a bullshit
not for
cop out.
nothing.
Exactly.
Not
But
for
I
nothing
can use
though.
it.
I would totally smash Nikki over Cardi.
Nah.
I think so. Yeah, she's a better body,
Yeah, word.
definitely.
Nah.
And Nikki don't have a baby.
Exactly.
Nikki does have a great body. I don't know.
It's
but
fake, but I don't care.
Well, they're both
Word.
fake
I'm
bodies.
not gonna
I'm not
I
gonna.
love Nikki's little brat accent.
Exactly.
I'm not about Nikki. Never been really. But I've always been a hardcore Little Kim fan, and that's always been.
Nah.
I feel like
tension
Nikki could
between
just
them.
really
My bad.
suck some good dick.
Wow.
That's a compliment if you're watching this, by the way.
We know who Nikki's gonna follow on Twitter later.
I think
She-
if it had to be from dick
I'll say
sucking,
she
it'd
does
be
follow
Cardi.
me on Twitter.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. We know who she's gonna follow later.
Nah, we good.
We
I
go-
think
okay.
it'd be Cardi that give better head.
Oh, yeah,
Nikki, she looked like she could just throw it back better. Honestly.
That's true. Nick Cardi was a stripper.
So,
Yeah, but you know,
Yo, I know some strippers who've done some crazy things in the back rooms, bro.
we're not gonna talk
hey,
about rumors.
you got that $500, they take you to the back room.
Uh-huh,
and do whatever
exactly.
want.
You ain't just getting no dance, I tell you what.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
See, now that's the other thing. All these motherfuckers who got robbed and shit, think about their story now. They technically not only got a lap dance, but robbed by Cardi B.
But that's the thing, they're never gonna come forward.
Hey, that's why you got to go to the strip
That's
club with
still
your boy.
like a dope ass, like,
Thank you.
how many
Somebody was fucking
motherfuckers did
listening.
say that,
For
bro?
real.
Somebody was
How many
listening.
people
Thank
can say
you.
that?
I'd be like, why is this
I-
motherfucker in the back
That's
room
the
so
thing.
long?
Do you want to be able to say that? I don't want to be able to say that Cardi B robbed me. I'm able to say
I'm
she
not
like.
saying that you personally, or I personally, or that Jimmy personally, but there, I guarantee there's motherfuckers out there who would ride the clout of that shit and exploit it some way, somehow.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What? Anything to do with anybody famous, you can exploit.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
but I feel like the people she's robbing are like real
When-
gangsters with money,
I mean, not for nothing.
not
though.
some like clout chasers that fake money,
Here's the thing.
fake like that money. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think she robbed all kinds of people.
Yeah, you're in a strip club,
Everyday
you robbing
everyday Joe
random
Schmoes,
Joes.
people like you go.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying no, I get that. But what I'm saying is the clout chasers don't really have money to rob.
Nah, that's the thing though. The clout chasers are
You
the
don't know
type
that.
of people that are gonna come out and bring their whole re-up
No,
stack
that's the
on
whole
them.
definition of what a clout chaser is. Like they don't care about money; they just care about the fame. By definition, they don't have more money than people.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You're not thinking like this is.
See, here's the thing. If I
You're
was, if
looking
I
at
was
the
going
world
out-
in such a small spectrum. There are people, millions of people out there who have buku bucks, who do not have any kind of clout, fame, or name whatsoever.
they just got money.
Exactly. And they just want to hit that stardom, so they do some rah-rah wild shit, or they get celebrity adjacent.
Yeah, I guess. But I
Telling
feel-
you, money talks.
I know, I get it, but I feel like it's a small percentage. Because once you have money, why do you care about fame?
I'm just saying people out there, man. Oh,
Get more money.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
once you have it, you want more.
word.
Yeah, but fame doesn't equate to money. Well, I guess that's a common mistake people
Now
make.
it does.
Yeah, hell yeah. Come on
If you're
now.
famous now, you definitely getting way
Just
more
through
money.
an endorsement alone,
Yeah.
you can sit back and fucking just collect in.
Yeah, but then they have a podcast.
Look what happened to what the hell's her name? The
Unless
girl
you-
that was on Dr. Phil. She got famous, got
Yeah,
rich.
look at
Oh,
Bad
fuck
Baby.
yeah.
Yeah, Bad Baby. Like
And then she got signed to Atlantic
Yeah.
Records. That
Word.
Was, yo, and
off
you know
of some
what's,
dumb shit.
you know what's the
Off of
worst?
a fucking
Catch me outside.
word. Like, come on.
I hated once she got signed. That was the worst moment because up until that point she really didn't have money, so I was able to make the arguments like, guys, y'all, because people want to act ignorant around that time. They're like, yo, she's making so much money, we should just act ignorant like her. I'm like, and this was just everyone. I'm not even talking about anyone in particular. That was just like kind of like the vibe from just everyone around. That's younger, like career wise, they just want to do something extra. I'm like, guys, doesn't make money. They're like, no, she's making millions, making millions. I'm like, no, she's not making millions. She's just got millions of followers. Then Atlantic Records signed her, and then they're all looking at me like, what? Look now, bitch. I'm just like, fuck. God damn it, yo. Why did I'm like, God damn it, Atlantic. y'all made me look dumb.
No, you made yourself look dumb.
Yeah.
You couldn't have time that. That was just one of those moments where it was like,
That's the perfect bad timing.
you literally looked at the facts and was like, no, you're all stupid. And they were like,
Atlantic Records.
sign this bitch.
Atlantic Records was like,
Hold my beer.
yeah, hold on. Well, the thing is, I feel like they wanted to make her.
Challenge accepted, motherfucker.
Yeah, I think they wanted to make her Cardi 2.0. They just wanted because Cardi is very much.
She's not that ratchet.
No.
No. Cardi's not that ratchet, but Cardi is someone that the label controls.
Yeah.
So, Bad Baby is someone that the label controls. So like it's
Bad Baby's like an identity.
But
Did you watch her shit on Snapchat?
yes, I did. I watched all of it, and you see it there.
You know
like
he did. You listen to the show.
the label reps are there like every episode, all that stuff. Like she's very much controlled by the label, and so is Cardi. But Cardi's
Also,
a hustler.
You gotta think about too. Bad Baby's also what, 15 or 16?
She just turned 16 this week. The only reason I know that's TMZ. I'm just saying that.
Too
I'm not
young for
stalking
me
her.
to have any business.
Exactly.
I think honestly she's just controlled right now because of money. That's
Yeah.
really it.
100%.
Yeah, no,
If they were saying you're just gonna do it off of fame, she'd be wild as hell.
Word.
Yeah.
Now that there's money involved, alright.
Yeah, no.
See, everybody's looking at
bad.
Bad Baby though, like she's like the craziest wild one and shit. But honestly, wait till like Lil Tay gets to be like fucking another 10 years from now.
She's annoying though.
I think
like,
Lil
way
Tay's
more
done.
annoying, I think.
Yeah.
I think Lil Tay's done. Because it came out. Because here's the thing. Bad Baby, as much as people want to hate on her, she's the one acting wild. With Lil Tay, like, it kind of came out that she wasn't the one
Or she's
doing
being
it.
coached to do it.
Yeah, she was being coached by her older brother, and then her mom, who raises both of them, because I guess the dad's not really in the picture, is like an immigrant who doesn't really fully understand English. So the older son's just like kind of telling the mom's like, no, this is what we gotta do to make money, and it ended up getting her the mom fired from her job.
Oh shit.
Because she worked at a realty agency, which is how she got into all those videos with the mansions.
Oh yeah.
The realty agency.
Oh.
As soon as they found out, they fired her. They're like, you have your daughter in all these expensive mansions acting a fool. Like, no.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's hysterical. Ha!
that's why you
Karma's
re-
a bitch.
That's why you really haven't. But no, I actually felt bad because there's like some behind the scenes of like her brother getting like really like yelling at her. Like she's too young. I don't think she ever really understood what she was saying or what she's doing.
Yeah, how old is that chick? Probably like fucking
9.
Wow.
She doesn't know what flexing or like.
Little Tay's
being-
the little Asian chick. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like she doesn't understand that. Like, and then when you see the behind the scenes, like her brother's a scumbag, in my opinion. Just so I don't get
Yeah,
sued.
well, you're exploiting your little sister to try to make a buck.
I mean, yo, she's famous enough for fucking Eminem to put her in her fucking verse. Not like we'll say her name at least in a verse.
Yeah, but he also mentioned MGK, which is funny. I saw an interview this week, and they don't even call him. He doesn't even go by MGK anymore. It was now Colson whatever, which is his real name, also known as MGK. I'm like, you.
Yeah,
So
because he's
is-
trying to get into the acting game now, I think.
So is
Yeah,
it
he
is it
just
safe
came
to
out with a movie.
is it
Yeah.
safe to say that his rap career is over?
Probably.
It's done because
I
that
don't know.
EP did terrible after that diss. That diss was like.
Eminem destroyed this
Yeah.
man's career.
The one thing I was wrong about, though, was him and Diddy's relationship, because he was at the Rock Nation brunch and there was pictures of them together.
Oh.
I was going extra hard that Diddy doesn't fuck with him.
Well, after M shut him down, probably his manager was like, "Look, Kelly, look,
Well, after Diddy,
you can't go back after this. You should just that movie that
Simmer
you just
down.
did that techno
Bird Box.
that no he did another movie before that
Yeah, but Bird Box is what I think it was.
Dare,
about,
Dare,
right?
Yeah.
that Dare movie though.
The Dare movie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Truth or Dare, whatever.
Yeah.
Was he in
It's,
that? That
they got
shitty
like
horror
text and
Oh,
they had
yeah,
an
I know
ump the
you're
ante
talking
every
about.
time
Yeah.
and stuff like
Yeah,
that. It was
yeah.
it was about Franco, little Franco and his girlfriend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Having to do all this shit, and like Kelly was like the
I
rival.
think it's called Escape or some shit, right?
No.
It was some like movie, like one more movie, but that was like the movie at his time when he was getting like. So it's like, we should probably just ride the fame from that and do this next film, and that's when that one dropped. So it's like,
Yeah.
all right, good job.
No, yeah, that new one that they did for
We were able to pick it up from this.
Motley Crue was crazy. I just watched it the
Yeah.
other day.
Oh, the dirt.
I heard that was
Yeah.
The
good.
dirt was
Good.
great.
I gotta
Really
see
good.
it. I keep seeing the trailers every time I go
Dude, it
into
was great.
Netflix.
Yeah, I heard it was really fucking good.
Yeah.
They exaggerate on a lot of stuff, and they,
Of course.
they rewrite a lot of shit. Period, but
course,
it's pretty
yeah.
good though, man. I
It's-
loved it.
It's a biopic. That's
Yeah,
that's what they always
absolutely.
do.
Yeah.
But I love the way they did it though. It was kind of like a mockumentary kind of style.
Lit.
It's dope.
No, I gotta check that out. Netflix is doing some interesting stuff.
Yeah, they're definitely stepping up their game.
Oh yeah.
Well, they got to with all these new streaming services, especially Apple.
Well, you gotta think about it.
See that nice transition I just did there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the transition.
Oh, look at
You're
that.
not supposed to call it up. It's like
I know,
explain
but
the joke, goddammit.
I was so proud of it that I had to, and I'm sick. But no, so Apple had their announcement, this service announcement this week. I don't know. So basically, they announced News Plus, which you'll get 3,000 magazines for $10 a month, and it's pretty much.
You get High Times in that? Probably not.
I'm not 100% sure. They have most magazines.
You say High Times?
Yes.
They do have like pretty much every big magazines there. I'm sure High Times could get on there if they would like to, but which actually seems cool if you're a magazine person. I don't know who's a magazine person though. In 2019, we have
High Times.
We have the internet. No, I get that, but a magazine
Slowly raise his hand.
a magazine is
I'm an asshole.
but like for me, like what's the difference between going on a website and watching the article with the pictures and stuff like that, and besides the physical, obviously. But if you're not doing the physical and you're just doing a
I can
subscription
read better
service,
when it's not like a screen.
but,
It's when you get older, bro. Like, cause you're a young buck.
no, I understand that, but there's
Okay.
this subscription service is for your like phone. So what I'm saying is, what's the difference of experience of spending $10 a month for the essentially a PDF of the magazine with some of the magazines have animations in it, but you can do that on a website.
True.
So if I'm gonna read it digitally, my thing is like,
Might just put it on the website.
or like, yeah, why don't you just do something like that? But so that seems cool. And then they did one thing I actually am excited about, Apple Arcade. And people are wondering why this is kind of a big deal. Because like mobile games, no one pays for mobile games.
Yeah.
And I feel like that has kind of stunted the mobile game market, because when the iPhone came out, like people used to give free versions of their apps, light versions,
Yeah.
and then like the $10 version of their apps.
Exactly.
Now everything's freemium, where they're trying to gouge you for as much money as possible.
Exactly.
Where I think this new business model of it, you'll get higher quality games from this, less like fucking.
Well,
What's
like,
it called?
dude, that's why I know, like, you know, like, a lot of people
Let's
I know
Candy
stop
Crush
playing, like,
Churches,
the 8-ball pool and shit like that and everything, because, like, you get up to a certain point in time, like, it costs you stupid money to fucking play a game.
Yeah.
I would say, I would argue that for a while, even back in, when were I, about 2012 probably timeframe, I would argue that's when like mobile gaming would probably start really taking off. And I'm going to say right now, like I think mobile gaming is going to kick off in a big way, and I think this model is going to work for it.
I think
it's you're going to start seeing like it's going to become like the next Game Boy platform. Like you're going to start seeing games for like $10-$20 occasionally.
Well,
and it's going to be a one-time purchase, and you're going to get full-on, like, mini Darksider games, or...
Well, one game
like,
looks a lot like Zelda, and
my point.
Exactly.
There's a lot of games, like... There's gaming mobile phones out there now, man.
Yeah.
With, like, high-end processors.
And you're not going to get that on the...
Because, like, dude, not for nothing, too, like, you got games like Fortnite and shit like that, too, that you could do on your fucking phone. You could do PUBG.
Absolutely.
You could do
PUBG's
PUBG
fire.
on your phone.
They market for it.
And it's hard, but it's hard to compete with, like, the Zelda-esque games when you have...
And it's
a Fortnite where it's free and then pretty much everything is paid, because people aren't gonna pay $10 for an app anymore.
And a lot of indie
Exactly.
gamers are already in the mobile gaming, market. So it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be booming.
How much is this service going to be? Was
Love
that
it.
for release?
Here's the thing. I don't believe they gave numbers on their Apple Arcade.
Steam should get into it.
What's it called? Steam
Steam should make a phone.
Steam. No, I don't want Steam to make any more hardware right now. They need let's make a streaming service. That'd be lit.
Do they have one?
No, they don't. I mean, HTC. I don't know how much they own of
Or
HTC.
Steam should make like a mobile gaming fucking, like almost like a fucking
Like,
Switch,
oh, yeah.
like a Switch.
That would be lit. But well, back to my point. No, but Apple News Plus, I think, is the only one that they announced pricing for, which is $10 a month. Apple Arcade, which is the gaming, which is actually, I think, is gonna be cool.
So you don't get these all together. These are all separate entities.
This is the struggle.
There's no bundle package or anything.
Not that they've announced now.
Wow.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Yep. This
That's-
is
You already lost
It's
me.
gonna crash.
Apple being Apple. Even worse,
Cock sucks.
Apple TV Plus, which Apple TV Plus is their Netflix competitor, where they haven't disclosed how much this is gonna be a month either, but. So the Apple TV app is on.
We're gonna gouge you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The regular Apple TV app where you can like put Showtime and all that stuff into it is now going to be pretty much everywhere. They're going to make that like go on every device, even Samsung TVs. So it's no longer going to be exclusive to like iPhones or just the Apple TV. And then if you pay for Apple TV Plus, you get their exclusive Apple content for their app, which so far they signed on Steven Spielberg, to do content. Oprah. And, like, Oprah and Steven Spielberg even came out to the event. Like, Jennifer Aniston was doing stuff. So, like, it was a very...
You know Will Smith's probably going to be on that, too.
I think Will Smith has signed on to do something.
They got a ways to go. Netflix has been out for dumb long.
Yeah.
They like started from the beginning.
Netflix, I was gonna say they invented the game, man.
Exactly.
Like, and then perfected it, and then ran the gauntlet. They're still going.
Yeah, exactly. They're still number one.
You're not stopping Netflix.
And then you got Hulu, and then now you got DC coming into fucking play.
We can get into whether Netflix is gonna last, but
I think Netflix.
I don't know if it's gonna.
They're doing everything
I
right.
don't think Apple's gonna do it. Apple's not gonna be the reason why Netflix is
But the
gone.
thing is, what Apple
No.
could probably partner with more things like regular primetime cable shit like CBS and
that's the
everything like
issue.
that. They're rather than Netflix.
Well, that's the thing with the Apple TV app. You can, if you have you can connect your Spectrum thing, so you can just watch live TV through the Apple TV app.
Yeah.
So then their idea is pretty much get everyone use the Apple TV app. It's as their hub to actually watch everything, because Showtime could go through there, your cable could go through there. It's just one app to watch everything. And then hopefully you're willing to spend extra for their exclusive content that they got with Oprah and all that shit. And my thing is, they didn't really show anything. It was just a bunch of celebrities up there talking about what they want to do. Like, even Oprah said one of them's got a working title, the other one doesn't even have a title yet. They're all concepts. So it doesn't even seem like the content's going to be coming.
So when's it dropping? Any dates?
Not that I remember.
Probably not for
So
a
essentially,
while.
it could be dropped like the last thing you were talking about, that the airwave, right?
Or the air power. Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, no, they got at least a year to pre-produce it. They gotta put content together, so it's gotta be at least a year.
Oh yeah.
I think they should just stick to just making better phones.
Yeah.
Well, here's one more announcement that they made there. The service that's gonna be quite interesting. The Apple Card. So there's gonna be an Apple credit card in collaboration with a very in Apple's wording. What's it called? A brave bank willing to go on this new type of endeavor with them. What's it? Goldman Sachs. You know
Shit.
You know, one of the main banks that caused the American economy to crash in 2008.
Yeah.
A super bold bank, of some people would say.
A brave bank.
A very brave bank.
Very brave bank.
A bailout bank.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and MasterCard are now coming together to do an Apple Card, where they're in the most Apple way also possible. The Apple credit card's like titanium, laser etched, doesn't have a credit card number on, doesn't have your CVS. So it's actually probably the most secure credit card, because if someone steals it, all it's got is your name on it, and then like the what's it called, the IFD, so then they could scan it, but you could turn it off. The coolest thing about the credit card is the Apple software that comes along with it. Like, you have graphs to see how much you're using and where the interest is. Shitty part is, it's a Goldman Sachs backed credit card. Two, there isn't really too many good, like,
The interest rates on that shit's probably gonna be through the roof.
it's got pretty standard interest rates. It's nothing too wild. The cash back, though, that they try to like say is a big deal, it's actually you only get 1% cash back if you use the actual card. You get 3% or like 3% cash back or something like that if you use Apple Pay. So they're hoping you don't actually even use the card ever.
So I'd rather use Apple Pay and then just accumulate your shit through there.
The card is essentially just like, if there's a place that doesn't use Apple Pay, you use the actual physical card, but they want you to essentially use Apple Pay with it.
So if they don't use Apple Pay, though,
Then you only get 1% cash back.
how are you going to scan it if there's no scanner on it?
Oh no, there's a scanner on
Okay,
it.
I thought
It's
you
got your
meant
name.
magnetic
but-
strip still.
Yeah, but
Okay.
if you want to use like,
So then your shit still can be stolen then if it has a
absolutely.
magnetic strip.
Absolutely.
well, yeah,
100%.
but it's easier. Like, again, it's all through your phone. You can just like literally disconnect the card.
But you can
And
do
it's
that with
also
a bunch
got-
of other cards, too.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's
So
the
Yeah.
functionality though of like the built-in app could just because I don't know.
I feel like they're just trying to put their fucking dick in every single thing
Yeah.
possible.
Oh yeah, no, they definitely are.
The shitty part is there's no surefire way, because I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times again. Nothing's ever unbreakable. It's only as good as its lock maker, and every lock maker can hack his own lock. So there goes, someone else can hack any
Yeah.
lock.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Well, no,
facts are facts. The only
It's
and the
just-
reason why we don't want to use thumbprints and shit is because now they're gonna have motherfuckers going around. Well, I can't steal their credit card numbers.
I'm gonna cut the
Yo,
fingers off.
give me your fucking finger, Jim. Congratulations, you had $500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I got $500
And a fucking...
and a new thumb.
No, but
So there's no surefire way. You're always gonna get fucked.
Oh, no, of course there's never any surefire. The reason why I like the Apple Card though is the actual Apple software behind it.
Fuck money, man.
Everything else about it is just the usual like credit card bullshit of just like. It's just, you know how Apple does. During the keynote, they're just like, we're here for you. I'm just like, this is a credit card.
Yeah,
By definition, you're not here for me. By definition,
No,
you're trying to take money from me.
I need the interest.
Cash is king.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's it.
But no.
Cash rules everything around me.
Last Apple news but though, AirPower, funny thing. So, they did that announcement earlier this week. Didn't mention AirPower at all. AirPower was something they announced back in iPhone X that was supposed to charge your Apple AirPods, your Apple Watch, and your iPhone, no matter where you put it on the mat. And then through software was also on your iPhone screen was going to tell you how charged each one of those devices were at the moment's time. So it was going to be the most advanced charging mat possible. They said it was going to come in a year. Didn't happen. And then said it was going to come sooner. Didn't happen. Last week, though, they just released the newish AirPods, which are the same as the old AirPods, but the case that charges it now works for wireless charging mats. And even on the back, if you just bought the replacement charger, on the back of the box it even has the AirPower, like the AirPower design on it. So, presumably, up until about a week ago, when they released this, it was still very much in the plan. And announcement, nothing happened. Yesterday, as of us recording this, MKBHD, one of the biggest YouTubers, tech YouTubers, tweeted out, if Apple releases AirPower today, I'll buy one for everyone who retweets this if it's under $99. Later that day, Apple makes an announcement, we are officially canceling AirPower. We could not get it to work.
Wow.
That sucks.
Uh-huh.
Because the problem is, they wanted it to be too advanced. Because, like, the idea is you could just put your phone on it, just at any part of the mat, and it'll just start charging.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, you need a bunch of coils in every single inch of it, and it starts heating up.
Yeah, that's a lot of contact points in a little bit of area. So you're making like a fucking bomb.
Yeah, it got apparently very hot.
Yeah.
And they're just like, we
frying
can't
pan.
do it. The leading competitor, though, went out of stock on all theirs. Because there is a competitor, but it's not as advanced. Like, there's like a spot specifically for the watch and spot specifically for, like, each one. But still, like, people, like, better than nothing.
Exactly.
Couldn't just let Tesla give us all free fucking electricity.
No, the
man.
government had to come and
man.
fucking take them papers as soon as that motherfucker died. He wasn't even cold and stiff yet. And they already dropped all his papers clean.
You want to get into that?
Conspiracy.
You want to get into the Tesla conspiracy?
That's why I switched over to
Yep.
Samsung.
Yep,
Got rid of
see,
my iPhone.
exactly. Fuck you, Apple.
New pods, new watch, new phone.
I mean, I'm not gonna hate on Apple. I love what they do in certain aspects,
Man.
but I just
I'm scared.
don't like how they're like, you can't leave the ecosystem.
What kind of trash
Yeah,
company
basically.
named itself after a fruit?
Stay within the home. This is the nest.
Well, what kind of scares me now is they
Nah,
announced
man, I want to go see what Android's doing over here.
Yeah.
they announced the Mac Pro like a couple years ago, saying that they're working on it, and now they just canceled the AirPower. Are they going to cancel the Mac Pro next?
Probably.
That's what we're, but here's the thing: the reason why I'm hoping not is I don't think any of these content producers are gonna. You know how bad it would look if all these new content producers making movies for Apple TV Plus are using PCs. You know how bad the PR behind that would be, the optics.
I would love it.
That's probably why they made the iMac Pro. But Steven Spielberg's like, yeah, it's cute. You want us to use an iMac to produce a movie? They're just like, all right, we'll put 18 cores in it. We'll make it useful.
We'll make its price point approximately 6 to 10 grand.
Yeah, fucking Jesus. Anyways,
K, by the way, 610K.
anything last Apple? How do you guys feel about the credit card or any of the stuff? Do you guys really?
It's
It's
terrible.
terrible.
PC is terrible.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
It's for terrible.
It's terrible. Hashtag.
See, here's my thing. How do you not even mention a possible joint price for all of it?
Because
Like,
they're
what-
fucking pirates.
Like
Fruity ass pirates.
Because think about it. If they're,
They're
all
not even good pirates, man. They're
think
like,
about it. If they're all $10 a month, because even in the Apple TV one, they mention you having a Hulu thing because you can connect your Hulu through the Apple TV app for like search reasons. So it's like they're expecting you to have Hulu. They're expecting you to have Showtime. Those are $10 each.
Exactly.
Apple TV is, I'm assuming, gonna be $10 to $15. Let's just say 10, 30.
Netflix.
Well, not well. I'm just going straight off the Apple announcement.
Yeah.
So let's just say you have those 3 streaming. That's $30. Then you got Apple News. That's another $10. That's $40. Then you got the Apple Arcade, which is another $10. So that's $50 just for Apple stuff.
can I just hold up? And I know you went over this earlier.
Not including your phone.
Refresh my memory
And then
again, specifically
Showtime, Stars, HBO.
on the Apple News.
Apple News is, you know how like you don't have an iPhone. So on an iPhone,
There's a thing called Newsstand.
there's
or
new
whatever.
yeah. Well, now it's just Apple News. Now
So
it's
it's
just
dead
news.
ass. I'm paying for the news.
Well,
Yes.
National
Which
events,
it's
weather,
no, no,
useless.
no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no.
You get all that stuff for free.
No, even worse.
That's my point.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
There's a difference. The news still is free. The News Plus is literally a magazine. So it's a magazine subscription aggregate. I would guess the best word.
And
so,
actually, it's notable events, weather,
so
and sports.
National Geographic, the actual print magazine, is in its full in the News Plus. And 3,000 magazine subscriptions are all in their full through that. So like Entertainment Weekly, all that stuff is in their full in there. Some are better than others. National Geographic, I saw a demo for that, actually pretty high quality. Like there's actual, if you like press the...
Still not worth it. You
Yeah,
lost
no.
me.
If you press the photos, they'll like turn into videos, but like there's some that are cheaper down, like teen magazines, just photos. It's pretty much like a PDF scan of the magazine. But yeah, it's not the news. It's literally just a magazine subscription service. But let's say you got all that they had in the Apple. That's $50 for Apple and then Showtime, Hulu. And then Netflix, and then also Apple Music that they didn't even mention because they already had that. So that's another $10 for Apple Music and then Netflix. So, and then you got to pay for your phone that's $20 a month.
I mean,
I'm running out of fingers on my hands.
It's
I
because
don't even-
Amazon. Amazon's technically already doing what they're doing.
Exactly.
I'm just surprised they didn't say, all right, $10 if you want them all individually, $15 if you want everything all together. That'd be wild. If you
That's
have
why.
music,
That was my
Apple
first
TV
words out of my
Plus,
mouth. Is why I was like, "Is there a bundle package?"
Man,
That should
You
have
know,
been.
they should
When you
have came
said-
out with the price.
when you
Yeah,
looked at
exactly.
me dead ass and was like,
Somewhere
"Nah," I was like,
You know what it is, though?
Ballpark
They're
range.
probably fighting too much over how
Yeah.
they're going to price it out.
They're probably fighting over licensing right now still.
Exactly.
Honestly, that magazine stuff, I think it's useless. The news stuff, you get the news anywhere. You
Exactly.
could find mostly all those magazines online anywhere, for the most part, somewhere free.
That's
Yeah.
exactly my point. It's like most of these magazines post on the internet now.
And iPhone, not for nothing. A lot of people just have iPhone, just say they have iPhone.
100%.
You know? Like my wife, why does she have an iPhone? Because she just likes the iPhone. All her friends have iPhones.
and people can't argue with me otherwise because
Yeah,
I'm
word.
like, yeah. Then how come you bought the newest iPhone? Why didn't you just keep your old iPhone?
But that's
Same
what I do.
fucking specs, pretty much.
6S.
Because I guarantee you that new one doesn't do a fucking thing that the old one didn't do for your specifications.
I still have a
There's
headphone
no way you use it the way you
Yeah.
need to use it to utilize the new specification updates.
Hey, I still have a headphone jack. I got my old iPhone.
Proud of
so-
you, Maddie.
Throwback.
Proud of you.
Yeah. Well, I'm waiting because now they're starting to get these.
Yo, 5, baby. Still going strong.
They're now getting
Hell, they got
the
my tape, but
fingerprint
fuck it.
sensors under the screen now. So I'm hoping the next iPhone has the fingerprint sensor under the screen. That's what I'm waiting for.
See, I don't even use the fingerprint. I just love the fact that I have a stylus. That's why I love the Note.
Yeah.
I can write with it. I'm old school like that.
I want an iPad for that. I'm very much Apple ecosystem. I'm not gonna get all these.
Fuck the
I'm not,
ecosystem.
I'm not gonna get these bullshit services.
I'm all about
like,
freedom. You ain't gonna fucking tie me
maybe the
down to any one
arcade.
thing.
If there's some fire games, I'd consider the arcade because I'm a gamer. But other than that, nah, fuck all those other ones.
Yeah, that's the only thing you sold me on is the arcade.
Yeah.
Just because there might be, I think it'll bring higher quality games to the iPhone and iPad.
Excuse me. You
Or
didn't
just mobile
sell
market.
me.
I think
You
if they
hooked
brought
me.
like retro games back,
Yes.
that'd be a seller.
That's where I'm at. That's what I'm hoping for. Like, you know, like $2 fucking old school retro
Yeah.
fucking
Well, they
Nintendo
already-
games, like Atari type status or some
But the
shit.
problem is that
Well,
you got
Atari
too many
does that.
retro pods and shit out
I know they
now,
do.
though.
But, you know.
Yeah.
But again, you could
Nintendo's
always
the one
just, download ROMs and, generators and shit like, for free.
Exactly.
And play all those
Exactly.
retro games
But it'd be
on
nice
an
to
Android.
do it legally
put it
and
right
have
up on
free
fucking
mind.
Raspberry Pi or some shit.
Yeah.
Plus, think of the market for streamers. Streamers who want to legally stream this shit and not be like, oh, he's using a fucking emulator or a ROM. You know, he's stealing from so and so. Not that people care anymore anyway.
Or spend $20,000 on Steam events. Guys, watch that Let's Play.
Word. Most expensive Let's Play in the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to that. Yeah, no, Apple's gone a little crazy with this one. Hopefully they get their shit together. Although I am kind of excited to see what Steven Spielberg does. As always. I'm always excited to see what Steven Spielberg does. Oprah, not really as much. Don't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck
Movies
that
should
bitch.
be fired from him.
Yeah.
Usually are.
And,
Sure.
J.J. Abrams. Speaking about entertainment industry, though, something crazy kind of happened. Randomly this week, Jussie Smollett I believe he got a deferred, what's it called? Settlement or whatever? Not settlement. Deferred trial or so. Basically got acquitted and expunged, and the records are sealed. But he had to give up his $10,000 bond, and the mayor still says they were blindsided by this. The police department was blindsided by it. And the actual DA says, yeah, we're just letting him go, but we do feel like we have enough evidence to charge him on his indictments.
What the fuck?
It is the weirdest shit. And here's my conspiracy.
Somebody definitely got paid off.
Oh, yeah.
Here's my conspiracy.
He talked to somebody, you know, they came down and...
Somebody just had enough grease in the right place.
Well, here's the thing. Empire is a big show for Chicago.
Yeah.
Empire was going to be canceled because of this.
Yeah.
Because Jussie was going to be, because of all this controversy. I think Chicago was just like, you know what? Fuck it. We don't want this show to go. Let's just let him go.
Exactly.
Let's just hope this.
Who owns the network that it plays on?
Fox.
Well,
there you go.
there you go. Was the show doing real good, or basically at that?
It was doing a couple $100 million in advertising, which is pretty.
That's pretty
good.
substantial.
Yeah,
pretty good. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that show was making money for Chicago, and the fact that it was going to be canceled because of this.
Yeah,
I think they were. What I find interesting though, the show writers, TMZ made an announcement that the production staff is kind of split. Some people don't know what to take of it. Some people think he's guilty and it's just kind of fucked up what he's doing. And some people, specifically the writers of the show, think he's innocent.
Yeah.
I thought he's innocent. And remember what I said when this first came out? He had to have some help. Why did the writers think he's innocent?
Facts.
For this weird story? I think the writers were involved. I'm gonna say it. Allegedly, that's my opinion. I think the writers wrote this whole shit and then they kind of did this all together.
what I thought was hilarious.
I'm
Real life
saying.
Empire shit.
Dead ass.
funny.
They wanted
Empire
to
in real life.
They wanted to do some dead ass, some real ass Empire shit, and then shit got too real, and eventually they were like, "Look, we're gonna cancel the show, Chicago. Let them go."
What I thought was funny was I heard somewhere that his lawyer was like, he suffered enough type dealio.
Oh no, he's still claiming innocent, which is why I'm fully willing to say that he's not, because if he sues me, he'd have to unseal the records that he wants sealed.
Exactly.
Because to prove me wrong,
he has to produce evidence.
Yeah, you have to produce. So I don't mind saying whatever because he's not going to sue anyone.
It's crazy to me though. I'm just like, how?
That's fucking hysterical, though.
He was like, they're like, he already did community service. He spent a couple hours at Jesse Jackson's charity.
Probably fucking signing autographs.
Like exactly, it's like that's
taking
not
pictures. Like that's not community service. Like get your ass out picking up garbage along the highway.
Yeah,
also, I just think it's a big deal because I know black people that not even that. I know white people that whenever a situation to a black person happens, they immediately don't believe it. Because they just feel like black people are inherently just wanted to scam them. So that's why I feel like he should have seen some sort of justice for this, because this only empowers people like that.
Yeah.
There should have been something that happened. Although honestly, his career I think is over.
Oh, absolutely.
I think so. Yeah.
He's fucked royally.
The mayor of Chicago found this out this week. His brother owns the biggest agency in Hollywood.
Huh.
Yeah.
That definitely.
And the mayor of Chicago is upset. He did a press conference as soon as he found out, saying he was blindsided. Jussie is not working another day in Hollywood.
Yeah, no.
I will say that. He's gonna go. He has to go. Gay 2 podcast to go completely indie.
Wow. Wow, he's fucked.
Freelancer.
Well, He might make it onto Apple movies. Who knows?
Jesus Christ.
That'd be
I
some
don't
shit.
know. I don't feel like. And would anyone want to stand by him right now? Even if he's like, because he sealed the records. There's nothing to prove him innocent. Like, even if I thought he was innocent before, I wouldn't want to work with him now just because, like, it's right now.
Liability.
It's just too sus. Like, like, even if I thought he was innocent the entire time, even the fact that it's like he's completely just like sealing everything, and he gave away $10,000. Like, when you're found innocent, they give you your money back.
Exactly.
They don't expect to. They don't keep the money.
And why would you seal the records if you're innocent?
Exactly.
Yeah. I think people have come back from worse, but you never know.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
true. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, no. People come back from worse, but you haven't pissed off one of the most powerful people in Hollywood, or a relative of one of the most powerful people in Hollywood when they do that. Usually, that's where it's kind of gets muddy with this.
Oh, you seen what happened to Harvey Weinstein? He was one of the most powerful guys.
Yeah.
He fell hard.
Fast.
Yeah, but the way he fell though, he's still rich. Like they had,
But nobody's messing with Harvey Weinstein no more at all.
Yeah.
Even his own production company.
Yeah, but they still have to buy him out. Like it's like different though. Like Jussie isn't like
He's
hundreds
new.
of million. Isn't $100 millionaire like Harvey. Like I don't feel anything bad for Harvey Weinstein because like
He's
of course
he's
not.
good.
It's different, but it's
I don't feel bad for Jussie either. But but one ends up better than the other. Like even though no one's fucking with Harvey Weinstein, like he can still live for the most part, except when he goes out in public. There was one guy who snuffed him. There was like a video that's just like they got him.
Yeah, I seen that.
That was wild, but
I don't condone that shit, but that's just funny.
Yeah, word. I want to go find that video now.
it wasn't anything eventful. They're like, hey Harvey, and then he's like, I just want to eat dinner. It was like at a Ponderosa or some shit like that. It looked like
Ponderosa.
It looked. It
I don't
looked
believe
like
you.
No,
You got hundreds of $1 million. You go to eat a Ponderosa. That's crazy.
Where's Ponderosa? I missed that.
Yo,
Yeah,
word.
facts.
Bring it back.
But yeah, Hollywood does some weird shit sometimes. Talk about some weird Hollywood shit. There's a couple weird things that happened this week. Do we want to talk about Wendy Williams' husband having a love child this past week, allegedly? Although Charlamagne kind of confirmed it, which if Charlamagne confirms it,
Well, you're pretty sure he's
he lived with them for 10 years, and he actually introduced this woman to him. So
exactly.
It's pretty safe to say.
That's crazy though, man. Like, I mean,
She came in apparently drunk this week to her show, and like they're going on she was on break for 3 months, and now they're about to have a spring break. A lot of people are like that wasn't a planned spring break, but I googled there have been spring breaks for the show in the past, but still it's weird that timing's weird.
yeah.
Timing's
She just
weird.
comes back and then goes on spring break.
Yep. Although before
She needs to go get some help.
I'm actually
She's all fucked up.
I'm
Bad.
actually worried for her because now that
Real
she's
bad.
like back on, because obviously I said like there's rumors that she's back on drugs or back drinking when I first mentioned, but now that I know that she's back on drugs / drinking again, it's like now it's just fucked up.
Yeah.
Now you feel like an asshole.
Yeah, now I feel like a dick. I'm just like, like
It's funny to joke about it till you find out it's true.
And then you're
Now-
just like, motherfucker.
because like now I just want her to get help because now she's in a relationship where her husband is having kids behind her
full-on
back.
families.
And Charlamagne actually came out.
Come on, Wendy, get better so I can joke about it again.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly. We need to make this joke.
Well, Charlamagne finally came out. Him and Wendy had a not breaking up, but it was
Terrible
like a business split about 10 years ago because of her husband, and never came out why until this week. He said he introduced his mistress to her, just like as the homie thing, and they got together, and he thought he was trying to set up his mistress with Charlamagne's homie. So Kevin was just like, no, don't talk to me. You're setting up my mistress with someone else. Some super insecure shit. Like, you're not supposed to care about your side chick like that.
I don't know, man. If you have a side chick, it's for a reason. You don't want other
facts.
homies smashing her.
Yeah, like
That's your side chick.
word.
But
She's not just there. I
I'd
mean,
be
maybe to
upset
some
too.
dudes, but some other dudes, like people like me, like put it this way, bro. I'm not gonna ever probably cheat in my lifetime. So if something's driven me to
Guys,
cheat,
men don't cheat.
Yeah.
Men don't cheat.
my mistress, my side girl, whatever you want to call her, my possibly future baby mama,
Well, yeah.
she obviously means something to me if she
Yeah.
drove me that far to cheat. You know, or if she got me to cheat, or if my other woman drove me that far to cheat.
Because it's different. A mistress and just a fuck buddy.
Yeah,
At that point, it's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's definitely full on mistress. She was flying her out on vacation.
Yeah, so
That's
you'd be upset.
You have a full on.
There's
like,
passionate,
mistress.
emotional feelings there, man.
here's
There's
the
a
thing.
relationship of intimacy
Here's
beyond just the.
Here's the funny part. The person he thought he was trying to set him up with is Charlamagne's security guard Wax, who, if you listen to Charlamagne's podcast, they shit on Wax all the time. There's no way in hell he's ever trying to set him up with a woman. He, if anything, tries to like push women away from him. Also, funny thing, check out Wax's podcast. I was on the first episode.
Damn, throwback.
It's just side note.
Holy shit.
Bully and the Beast, episode 1. Shout out to your boy, gang, first one on there. But yeah, no, that was a interesting fight. That was an interesting week for Wendy, and I don't know. I just feel like it has to be talked about because she talks about everyone else in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And then she keeps trying to play it off like it's no.
Well, that's her niche. That's her forte.
Yeah, but she keeps just like telling everyone to mind her business with this. It's like, all right,
Well, of course.
all right, calm down, get spicy.
Everybody likes to throw rocks. So you start throwing rocks at them.
Facts. And then, you know what? Honestly, 50 was mad quiet this week, and then right before this podcast, I found a post about it. I was like, oh no, he's back on his bullshit with it. She pissed off everyone in Hollywood. It's gotta suck to be her right now.
Word.
Yeah, that's why she's doing so much blow.
Yeah.
If you're gonna swim with the sharks, make sure you're the biggest fish in the sea.
Fuck yeah. Or go into a smaller pond.
Facts.
Well, then you ain't swimming with the sharks no more.
Talking about
Probably more like pickerel.
playing within the game, big baller brands might be breaking up. Do you guys know what big baller brands are?
No, not really.
All right, so
I know what baller
They
is.
try to sell the $500 or $600 shoes that look like crap.
So they're pretty much, Lonzo Ball on the Lakers, right?
Yeah.
And then he's got his two brothers, Melo, and then the other Ball, I don't remember, the one that went to UCLA, and then
I'm minimalist. I don't need to be here for this conversation anyway.
oh, this is business talk.
I don't give a fuck now about $700 to $800 pair of shoes.
Oh my god. All right, well,
And my bladder's calling, which is more important. Erectile dysfunction is a thing. I don't want that.
yeah, that's fine for me. So no, big baller brands. It was like this kind of like this family basketball kind of like merch thing. They were kind of building a brand, and they kind of always advertised as like this is a family thing. This is a family thing. Turns out, not really a family business. Had an outside investor, which is kind of makes sense of how they made it so big so quick.
Yeah.
And I believe it's Lonzo Ball now is just like I'm no longer part of that. He's about to jump to Nike. And
shit.
The reason I find it interesting,
He probably wasn't making that much money.
apparently the partner was stealing money also.
Oh yeah, that kind of puts a damper on shit.
Yeah, but his father was also the other part owner, which is interesting. Cause now it's like you're kind of separating from your dad at the same time. But even then, like honestly, his dad has made the worst business decisions for his kids the entire time.
Like that's kind of a douche.
But here's my thing: everyone always defends his dad's like, why are you guys always going so hard on him? It's like he took his kid out of UCLA and his other kid out of high school to bring him to Lithuania to play professional basketball over there, to get their stats up. It's like, no one's gonna sign. Your oldest son at least had an opportunity to get an education in college. And he was in a good school, but no, you decided to send him to Lithuania. And now if he decides he wants to come back, he can't even come back and play basketball for school because, you can't do that shit. And the other kid's like, he's in high school.
Motherfucker didn't even get his diploma probably.
Yeah, no, can't get his diploma. He's probably not going to be able to go pro now because of it. Like American pro, which is what he wanted.
You need to have a fucking high school degree or GED or something. Like, even just in general for anything.
Well, that's the other thing. Yeah, the other one he took right out of high school and just throws him in Lithuania and stuff. It's like, this is the best business move. I'm like, is it though? Like some things just like I don't.
Not for nothing. I mean, I know that like I went to high school with this guy. He went and played in the European pro circuit for a while. I mean, he made some money. Don't get me wrong, but they don't fucking pay like
like that.
Like a European football player gets paid hundreds of $millions a fucking year.
Well, the goal was to have him eventually play.
They definitely
American.
make millions.
You get a couple $100,000.
The goal was to have him play American
in their first
ball.
couple years.
the goal is to have all of them on the Lakers at one point.
Yeah.
He wanted to have all 3 of his kids on the Lakers at one time. But it's like, how is that going to happen when you... The moment... Because the reason he took his kid out of UCLA is because he felt like he didn't have enough control. And the team was like, well...
You're the fucking father.
Yeah, what do you mean you don't have enough
I
control?
thought it was over something else, like something that he did.
Oh, yeah, he got arrested in China.
Yeah, in China.
And then he wasn't able to play for a little bit. And then,
What the fuck are you
Yeah, that's
arrested
why
in
he took
China
him
for?
out. I saw that.
Yeah, no, but then like in an interview, he was asking questions like, when is he gonna be able to play again? He wanted like more information. He's like, they weren't giving me the information I wanted, so I was just like, we're gonna take them all out.
Yo, his younger son that was playing in high school, I was watching his games on Snap. He was dropping like 30, almost 40 points a game. Going
Damn.
in. Yeah.
And now he can't play college ball though.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he was actually Lonzo Ball.
Yeah. You know,
I'd say average. His younger son was getting it.
that's what I hear.
Damn.
His youngest son is the one that's like got the real skill, and it's like now he can't play college ball because you brought him all the way to Lithuania, play professionally at 15 years old, and then you have him sporting shitty sneakers that your business partner is stealing all the money from.
Yeah, sneakers are ugly.
It was a weird business move. I know, that's why also it's just like, it's funny to me how many people are using independence or faking independence to sell units. Because a big baller brand, their entire thing is we're independent, we're all doing it in-house, it's all us. Obviously not true. It's an interesting time. It's because before being independent people look down on that. Now it's like, even when you're big, you want to be looked at as independent just so you can get the vibe.
Yeah.
You
I mean, and I get exactly where you're coming from, you know? But that's ideally what... I mean, it's hard. It's like...
It's a weird
Banksy.
feeling.
Banksy is the perfect example, man. Yeah, everybody knows Banksy is, right?
Yes.
He does the art because he loves to do the art. And yeah, ideally, some degree, you want your art to be seen, but to what degree when does the art suffer because of the clout?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's why I'm like, you know,
but
I get exactly what you're saying about the indie thing, but eventually every indie dude eventually blows up, grows, and becomes the biggest fucking fish in the sea.
Oh, no,
Case in point.
That's a different point I'm making. My point I'm making is how many of these big companies are faking independence to get
there's
extra
millions,
sales.
dude. There's a whole bunch of them.
That's my whole point though. Is Big Baller Brands has been faking independence this entire time when they haven't been independent.
Yeah, but
as they're selling.
But again, I've been saying since day one too. You're hard pressed not to find an indie so and so without a fucking Hollywood or a fucking business tycoon's corporate hand up their ass. You know what I'm saying? Making them talk.
MYCRAZYPRODUCTIONS gang.
Yeah,
We're actually independent up at this bitch.
Thus far. Technically, as soon as we partner with YouTube, then we no longer are either. Then we technically partner with YouTube.
No, that's not true.
Because they don't own stake in the company.
Yeah, they don't have a stake.
Yeah,
in the
but
they don't have stake in the content. Because I'm a partner with YouTube now. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm a partner. I got a very special partnership. I got a partnership where they don't pay us.
Yeah.
I have all the partnership, everything else for being a partner except for live streaming and getting paid. Everything else I got. It even says verified partner on my account.
That getting paid part would be nice.
Yeah, getting paid part would be great.
It's a good deal.
You guys, like and subscribe.
Please.
So, what you're telling me is Google really got their corporate hand up our ass.
Nah, because we have control over what we do.
But we don't get paid.
Yeah, but we got.
No, actually, I'm just busting.
It's different because like
We're indie. I get it.
Like the real difference between indie
We are
and
the actual version of indie.
the real difference between indie and someone that's not indie is like that investor could technically say, hey, tomorrow, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get more basketball players. It's no longer gonna be big baller brands. It's gonna be, it's as in like the baller family. It's gonna be big baller brands as like every player, and then get every like he could have totally flipped the whole business plan within like a day, not really in a day, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Whereas like YouTube can't come over here for the most part and be like, hey, you can't do that unless they want to take down the whole channel, which is like, all right, cool.
I just feel like the term indie's become so skewed nowadays, like you can't even recognize what's indie and what's not anymore.
That's the problem.
Like, when
Yeah,
you
people
told me
using
Birdman was considered indie, I was like, bro, that was a pricey fucking film. Like, how is that indie? Michael Keaton's the fucking leading star actor. Like, what? How is that indie?
As soon as he says Birdman, every time I think he's talking about Birdman from Young Money, Cash Money.
Yeah, for a second I thought that.
I was like, yeah, he could technically be indie, I guess. Not really, because Universal pays him $100 million every couple of years, but you know, different.
See what I'm saying?
Different circumstance. Yeah, but that's I don't know. There's nothing much else I gotta say about that. I'm sick, so I'm like kind of like going in and out.
Drowning out.
Yeah, exactly. So, last topic. I got a secret porn topic.
All right, beef and porn.
Yeah, porn on beat. You know what? I'm just upset. I saw a title this past week, and I got excited. It said, "Hot young couple leaves stove on and burns house down." I thought it was gonna be, you know, some wild shit. You know, people having sex and all of a sudden, like, the house goes on fire. Right. Turns out, house didn't go on fire. He just cream pied. Yeah, total false advertisement. Gave it its thumbs down. It was not satisfied with how the outcome was.
Unsatisfactory.
That's hilarious.
So wait, I just want to make sure I got my facts straight and understand this correctly. You went to go see the house burn down.
Yes.
On the video.
Yes.
And it was a cream pie.
Yeah.
Troll.
Yeah, no, you just got rickrolled.
Yeah.
On a porn website.
Yeah, you expected to
I don't
see
know
some
how I
guy
feel
banging his
about
chick
that.
and then the kitchen on fire.
Yeah,
and some
exactly.
shit.
I was
Has
like,
anybody ever been rickrolled on a porn website before?
You know, I've been rickrolled by my phone before Siri on my iPhone 4.
Has that been done?
Back to Apple. Siri's dumb, but before Siri, it was even dumber than dumb. I said, "Hey, hey iPhone, play "Ready to Die" by Notorious B.I.G." It said, "Playing songs by Rick Astley," and then all of a sudden, "Never gonna give you up, never gonna." Yeah, immediately on my phone, rickrolled me. I was just like, "God damn it!"
That's hilarious.
It's like this
Fucking
is a biggie.
Apple.
I think it all started in LimeWire.
Absolutely.
Soldier.
This looks good. Fuck, you clicked the first link, didn't you?
I did not.
Virus.
Oh, Bill Clinton.
Oh my god.
But I think how fire. No pun intended. I think how fire that would be if you just like they're banging so hard they don't even realize the house is on fire. That would have been a crazy.
I've had some good sex, but I think I would know if the house is burning down. Like, I don't think
How
sex
far
would be
away
that
is the
good.
kitchen?
Baby,
Word.
I know we've been going for a minute and I'm sweaty,
I just
but
wanted to see how they got
It's
the
hot.
it's really hot in here.
I just want to see how did they have gotten the footage? Did they leave the camera? Was it like a GoPro and then they just found the footage later? I just wanted to understand how it made, but they just got me.
That's a hell of an arson story, I tell you what.
Well, I mean, it didn't need to be arson. Maybe it's just like negligence.
No.
It's like being a parent sometimes.
Jesus Christ.
What?
It's a fucking expensive fuck up right there.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, so are kids?
Yeah, if you didn't plan them.
Same thing.
Technically, you could argue that was the cheaper fuck up.
Yeah.
Essentially, because it just goes away once it's paid for.
I mean, you theoretically, let's say you don't get her pregnant, you burn down the house, and you rebuild the house. You're looking at, theoretically, if you had an expensive house and you rebuilt for the same cost, $600,000. A kid's gonna cost you easy $1 million.
Shit, easily in the first
Gotcha.
year alone.
You see what I'm saying?
So burn down the kid next time, gotcha.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
Dark. Wait, does he have a life insurance policy?
That's even darker. That's even darker. Now you put multiple felonies in this shit.
Of course, I got State Farm.
I'm with it.
I think nationwide would be better coverage for that.
I don't know, guys. Tell us which health insurance is better for when you're going to do arson. Just let us know. If any insurance company wants to let us know which one of you guys are going to be best for that, that'd be great. Imagine it's the general comments down below.
I'll totally plead the fifth right now.
I'm not saying
We
that.
want farmers.
I'm not saying that we want it. I'm just asking the insurance companies which one is more likely to go along with that fraud.
They're probably gonna go with like the general or some shit.
That's what I just said. The general's always in town or whatever.
Nah, we're thinking ahead of its time. We gotta be progressive. No, I'm alone on that one. All right.
Yeah. Simmer that. Anyways, guys, I'm sick. I feel like I'm about to die soon. I think we should end this. What do you guys think?
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
yes. I'm looking for something before. Like this entire episode, Dustin's been very just like looking at me, and then like the point you just like nod at me, you'll agree. I'm just like in my head, I'm like, this is a podcast, Dustin. Say yes. You don't nod. God damn it. I'm just.
It's not worthy of acknowledging. That's why I'm just like, yeah, I'm hearing what you're saying, bro.
Fucking
But
Neanderthal.
I don't need to acknowledge for the audience. The audience is,
Oh my
Dude,
god.
we have audio listeners, okay?
We got Spotify listeners. Guys, use your Alexa. You don't do all this. Last thing. Crazy thing. If you guys are Xbox owners and you have Spotify, you guys can now listen to the podcast and then play video games. Like I went on Spotify just to test like how the podcast works on it. I was like, oh, it works. Switch over to Fortnite. It was still playing, and then I did like the side menu. You can actually like choose how much of the game versus how much the music you get to play. So yeah, podcast listeners with Xbox, find a way to play video games and listen to the podcast now.
It's a dope feature.
Yeah,
check it out.
Yeah, so check that out. 1 second before I actually conclude this episode, there's some tragic news that I felt like couldn't wait the week. So unfortunately, it was Nipsey Hussle was murdered in front of his store out in LA about a day ago. So yeah, I didn't want to wait the week on this. We've never been overtly only a hip hop show, but obviously I've never been shy about my hip hop roots or how much I love hip hop. So this was a big deal for me. So I didn't want to wait the week. I wanted to give my feelings, and I'm sure that the rest of the crew were all going to give more feelings, and especially as we learn more about what happened, we'll go more in depth. But I just wanted to give. I didn't want to wait the week, pretty much. So Nipsey Hussle, for people who don't know, is a West Coast artist, and he's also someone that I've always looked up to, business-wise, because he was the first rapper that kind of taught me that you don't need a label, for the most part. When I was growing up, it seemed like everyone was signing to Interscope. So, and I wanted to be a rapper at the time. So like, Interscope was Interscope was pretty much the only option. Like this way now, everyone signs to Atlantic. Back then, everyone signed to Interscope. So, he was the first rapper that growing up where like he sold that mixtape for $100 and Jay-Z bought like 100 copies or 1,000 copies of it, and that was the first time I ever heard anyone doing anything like that. So he has always been a very wise artist. So that's why it's also tragic to me, because I mean we complain about it on the podcast, those wannabe insta famous people who don't even care about the art or even make like, at the very least, if you don't care about the art, like make some money off it, but they don't even care about making money anymore. Like he was always a smart artist where he cared, not only did he care about his art, but he cared about making sure that he owned his art and got his control. Like even his last album, I know, was technically under Atlantic with Diddy executive producing, but that felt like he was still in control. Like it's still like, and from what I understand, he still actually owns the masters to that. So the way that Atlantic deal is probably distribution, if anything. But either way, it doesn't really matter. But he was always just a smart artist, and that's why it's even for the artist world, it's very tragic for his loss, in my opinion. He taught a lot. And I like listening to interviews for smart artists because they drop a lot of gems. He's one of them, and that's a tragic loss. And more importantly, for LA, I'm a New York person, so I'm not out in LA. I'm not gonna front like that, but from my understanding, he really did give back to the community in LA, and I know that that's going to be also another tragic loss on top of obviously his family and his friends. But so he's a big enough figure why I did not want to wait the week. He has done so much for his community and the artist world, and even myself, just like sparking inspiration within me where I did not want to wait the week. And I hope that his murderer is found soon. I hope that he's found soon by the police before before any other violence happens. I just hope this is handled properly. My condolences to his friends and family. I hope. Obviously there's no closure for this, so I don't even know what else to really say. My condolences to his friends and family, and play his music on loop right now because that's gonna help them. Because he was, as I just said, a smart artist. He owned his masters, so they're gonna be all right if you just keep playing his music, keep his memory alive. And back to your regularly scheduled outro.
Anyways, guys, thank you for watching My Crazy Podcast or listening to My Crazy Podcast, episode 60. This episode is also brought to you by MyCrazyMerch.com. Use podcast 60 promo code for 10% off. Anyways, guys, I'm Matt. Who are you?
Your mother.
Dusty B.
Johnny Live.
And I'm Matt for Dusty's sake. Make sure you like, subscribe, and all that stuff down below, and check out the merch. All right, we'll see you next time.
We out.
Stole my fucking line.